It's not football. It's not wrestling. There's something else that's going on in that
The
freaking
entire
area.
other building was built for the wrestling program.
It
And
doesn't.
the high school wrestling meets in there. And the elementary can't use it because the high school mats were getting messed up by the elementary kids.
If that was the problem, they would still be wrestling in that fucking building.
Whatever. That's where we were wrestling in the beginning.
It doesn't matter. That's not the problem.
You're talking out of your ass. You don't even know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about.
They should
Thank
be
you,
over
Andrea,
there, and
for
we
the
should be able to
candy and
watch.
stuff.
I would
Oh, you're
totally
quite welcome,
agree
buddy.
with you that they should be there.
It's not your birthday,
They have
Lucas.
brand new freaking mats, okay?
Well,
Yes,
it's not
which
my
they
birthday
bought
either, but it
specifically
is
for that room that is too small to have parents watch.
And why weren't they allowed to just roll up the mats and get them out of the way?
Well, that'd be too much work, apparently.
That's but wait a minute. What was the thing that was going on that they had to roll the mats up for?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, so it wasn't just wrestling against wrestling. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you understood that. There was a really big freaking clash between one Northmore thing and another Northmore thing. It wasn't wrestling against wrestling. It was wrestling against something else. It was.
That's fine. They can't get along with each other. Which is why we're not still over in that building that we should be in for wrestling practice, where we could actually watch.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
It's like the guy
They
said.
moved from there into the stage and then into the small old practice room.
And then they bought full room mats.
And when they bought those, their plan was to kick all the parents out. Specifically.
I actually like this line.
Like, well, it's not good for the parents to be in there. What kind of an organization decides that it's not good to have parent involvement at all? At elementary level. When wrestling is a very one-on-one sport and you need a lot of individual attention to get it. Especially if you're struggling.
There's no way that I'm going to be able to counter anything you say.
Okay.
It'd be like,
It's not possible.
boom.
Are you taking videos?
I am. This is hilarious.
There's a reason for that.
You know the reason that I can't I can't combat
Well,
you?
number one, you can't talk. Number two, I'm right.
No, you're not right. That's actually a truth that you are not right in this case.
You're not right.
I'm not right. I will agree with the fact that I'm not right. But no, I'm not right in the head. I am not even remotely right in the head. But guess what? There is not an aggressive sport that lets the parents right in there with the kids.
All I'm asking is to be able to observe.
You have been given the privilege of observing. All you have to do is stand in the doorway. Oh, but all parents can't do it. Most of the parents don't fucking
I
care.
shouldn't have to stand in the doorway. You need some more water.
Okay,
Hey, Dylan, check it.
bring it. It doesn't burn. It doesn't burn at all.
I bet I could do that with you.
Get some freaking. I'll tell you what. You put wrestling shoes on those feet, they won't kick you out again.
Or they'll find a way. They'll find another
If they
excuse.
kick you out again, I'll punch that fucker in his face.
Really? Because you haven't stood up for me yet.
I will promise you, if you put on wrestling shoes and you are in there listening to what's going on and helping the kids and they kick you out, I'll punch fucking Carr in his face.
I don't have to be helping. I should be have a
Dad,
right to be in there and watch.
There's video evidence of you making that promise there. So
That's right.
It's
That's
not going
exactly
nowhere.
right. That's
It's not
right.
going nowhere.
You put wrestling shoes on your feet and go in there. If I come in,
Let me pull out my wrestling shoes from when I wrestled in high school.
No!
I got those lying around.
no, fucking buy them. Buy them. They put that on you, buy them. Call their bluff.
They can provide them.
Ho ho.
That's their demands.
Ho ho. Do you realize how
I don't know
many
why he's over and
parents?
over tonight.
Oh, you enjoying this, ain't you?
I sure am.
You enjoying this, ain't you? No, seriously.
Well,
I have every
7 minutes.
intention of, at some point during the season, acquiring wrestling shoes.
so you're gonna stand in the doorway half the season?
No, fucking A. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna help.
And how are you gonna do that without wrestling shoes?
Dude, I'm gonna put wrestling shoes on my feet. I'm gonna go out and help.
Okay, have fun with that.
What?
Buying wrestling shoes just so you can be in there as a parent. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to buy wrestling shoes so you can observe a
Did you
practice.
see the pictures of the wrestling coach's son's face?
Yeah, actually I did because I have him as friends on Facebook. So I know
He
what
was
you're
in
talking
Children's Hospital for 4 days.
about. It's not because I went in there in my socks.
It was not because necessarily that you and I... Dude, don't you understand that they might lock shit down because of that? Doesn't that make even a remote sense? I know
It
you...
does not make sense to keep the parents out.
I know
because
you
of that.
hate wrestling. And I know you...
That's beside
hate
the point. I'm doing
the
very
coaches.
well. Doing very well supporting Lucas in wrestling, even though I
No,
hate wrestling.
you're not. Your way of supporting Lucas in wrestling is say, Dan, you are going to be there for every wrestling, everything.
Yeah, after
because
I
I'm
did
not
the
going to have
first
anything
2.5
to do with
years by
wrestling.
myself. You didn't even want to. You didn't even want to skip the Browns game when he had a match, a tournament.
Okay, so hold that against me. All right. That's the one bad mark I have on my freaking shit.
Besides me doing all of wrestling for the first couple of years at least.
Besides you slamming doors and frickin' trying to break stuff because you're mad.
Rightfully so.
No. You're overreacting.
Okay.
Overreacting.
It's not the first time I've been kicked out of wrestling practice, and I should never be kicked out.
Yeah.
That's not an overreaction.
Could you get in the light a little bit? I'm just kidding.
This is
Alright.
the best studio.
Alright. So, the biggest problem with Northmore Wrestling, just to let everybody know, everybody in the world to know, the biggest problem is they're a bunch of freaking...
Frigate sex?
No, they're a bunch of freaking bastard, chauvinist pigs. And Barb's mad because she's a girl.
Oh.
That is the
Barbara,
biggest
you got
problem.
anything to say?
No, I'm too tired.
You done?
You fell down early.